What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1,
and we're back at it to answer your infamous questions in another episode of For the Greater.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you. If you want to ask us a question, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. And that is what All Might did. He is asking, what other types of game/game companies would you like to see Warhammer crossover with? This question is because there has been an announcement of WizKids partnering up with GW. Now, if you don't know, WizKids creates this really awesome game called HeroClix, where that's what you do. You take different characters from different universes and you fight them on a tabletop game. So you have Marvel, so Batman versus Iron Man or stuff like that.
Mix them up, but yeah. Batman's DC, not Marvel.
Yes.
Or you could even have some crazy matchups. For example, you could have like Master Chief from Halo go up against Donatello from the Ninja Turtles.
Exactly.
Yeah, really awesome stuff. Check out our really old school videos. We did HeroClix way back in the day, and there's some funny skits before that, so check it out.
Yep. And now, as far as games that we would like to see, fight against Warhammer 40K, I think the number one is StarCraft, right? StarCraft is like, it's the bootleg version of Warhammer 40K because Wizard, or is it Blizzard? Blizzard couldn't get the
IP
going. Of GW. So that would be really awesome. What about you?
I would really like to see a crossover of like Magic the Gathering and 40K. Yep. We were talking about this earlier, and I think you mentioned something about Planeswalkers being the Primarchs.
Yes.
So it's like you can have your army of like Space Marines and then have your Planeswalker. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so it'd be like that lion versus the lion.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's funny about this whole thing though is like GW is built in a way where you are more about, or Warhammer 40K is built in a way where you are more about like giant armies.
Yeah.
Like there's individual named characters. You have God School, you have Gilliman, but for the most part on the battlefield, the MVPs of the game usually don't have any specific names. It's like your Centurion, who's really good. It's that one captain that doesn't die in the unit or something like that. Whereas with other games, you do have named units. Batman's doing really good. Goku, you have all these like individuals, whereas like 40K is more like broad and like out there. So it's kind of hard.
It's like, oh, my 10-man plasma rifle, squad beat your Batman or something like that. So
yeah.
It's like, oh, you got Jace going up against Magnus's, I don't know, brother or something like that.
I think they're all his sons.
Yeah. His 1,000 sons.
Yeah.
But that'd be pretty cool because there actually is some like fan-made 40K Magic the Gathering cards that I think you guys can like print out and play with. But again, I'm not sure exactly how well that'll coincide or mix in with the other existing MTG cards. But it's a cool idea, and it'd be pretty awesome if Magic the Gathering. I think I burped. If Magic the Gathering and GW hooked up.
Yes.
Excuse me for burping.
Comment down below what you guys think would be an awesome universe to fight Warhammer 40K. What about Stranger Things? What about 11 versus everybody?
Demogorgons versus
Tyranids. That'd be cool. Okay, next question.
This one's by Dragon Punch 903. What other race or species would you like to see Genestealer cult models for? Genestealer Orcs, perhaps?
Definitely Genestealer Orcs would be awesome. Genestealer Eldar would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Because they're super psychically possessed, elegant, yet beastly.
Mm-hmm. I think that'd be a pretty interesting mix of seeing Genestealer Kroot. They're both, Kroot are very, I guess, natural. Like, they're very bestial-like.
Yeah.
They blend with, like, their trees, the surroundings and whatnot. And seeing Genestealers kind of incorporate that camouflage, that kind of like native feel to it would be pretty cool. It's like you're used to seeing them take like the Imperial Guard weaponry, like ride tanks and stuff. Now seeing them ride like Narlogs and Krutoks and stuff like that, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be a really good fan fiction to write, like a Genestealer cult in the planet of, is it Peach or Peck? Peck.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Do it, guys. Next question comes from Space Wolf. This is a long one. You hear a knock on the door. You open it only to see a Space Marine or Chaos Space Marine from a chapter or warband of your choosing. You can't verbally communicate with him since he is from 38,000 years in the future. What do you do?
Whatever he tells me to do. Because I mean, even if it's a loyalist space marine, like they're huge, they're towering over you. They're basically like a huge hulking machine. What can you do? You can't fight them. Just, hey, come on in. I got some tea and crumpets.
Yeah, I would just close the door.
First of all, they probably wouldn't even knock. Just like one knock would probably break the whole.
Explodes. But yeah, I really don't know what to do. I would somehow try to communicate with them, but you said I can't, so I just
offer them food.
Yeah.
They don't really need to eat.
You hungry? You want a quesadilla?
All right. Next up, we got Merrick Gruska. Hey, OMS, could you shed some light about the Relic rule? Let's say I wanted to buy the Leviathan Dreadnought or a Legion Sicarian Omega Tank Destroyer from Forge World. These two models are indeed epic. Yet they're both labeled as possible Chapter Legion relics. Somewhere I've read that you can only pick one relic, and so does that mean if I decide to use these guys, that will take my one relic from it? Give me some info about it, because I really want to buy one or two of them, because they are awesome models. Thanks for the great work, and awesome listening to you guys.
Thank you.
So yeah, I believe in the Space Marines rulebook for 8th edition, it does say that you're only allowed one relic, although you could pay, I think it's 2 command points to get another one. And yes, they are listed in the Forge World index. The 2 models you mentioned are relics. So based on rules as written, you would only be able to take 1. Or if you do pay those 2 command points, you can get 2. Although, it's best to talk with your opponent, your play group, to see what they have to say, because I'm pretty sure they'd let you take that anyway. I think it's only rules as written in like tournaments kind of thing. So again, it's pretty much up to whoever you're facing if they allow it.
Here you go.
Good answer, Gersh.
Next question comes from Catus the God. I am new to the tabletop and was wondering, could I use Forge World units like the Death Corps, and play with people who use GW armies, or are they 2 separate things? Love the show, keep it up. So you could use whatever, as long as your partner or your guy who you're fighting against is okay with it, you guys could use different armies from different places.
Yeah.
Forge World has 8th edition rules, right?
Yes.
I know that from playing the last game that we played, Forge World models are way better than regular GW models.
Or at least one in particular was.
What was that?
The
Leviathan?
Leviathan Dreadnought.
That was a beast. That took on my entire army. I'm not joking.
One Leviathan Dreadnought took on 1,000 points of orcs and won.
But again, the Death Corps of Krieg, maybe it's completely different, and maybe it's not as powerful as a regular GW army.
Right.
So just ask the guy you're fighting against if it's cool, and I'm pretty sure if you go into a GW store, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, cool, you got Forge World stuff. Mm-hmm. You're a beast.
You got a lot of money because Forge World is not cheap." But yeah, I mean, it all depends on who you're playing up against. So I'd say go for it, because why not?
Yep. Next question comes from Callum Lorai. Can you stick up that one corner of the OMS arc, please? That's too far.
You can't reach. If you think it'll happen.
Yes.
Or actually, if you don't move your head, it's kind of like, just imagine it's already there.
Yeah, I'll just stay like this the entire time. Go.
Hopeland Spaghetti. Hope and Spaghetti.
And spaghetti.
What happens if a human who is going through the process of becoming a space marine turns out to be an infected Genestealer? Probably gets killed.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah, I doubt. Well, could let's say you're a human going through the whole rituals and to become a neophyte. would that Genestealer and aspect of you kind of help you go through those trials if you don't get caught?
No, because the very first trial would be like, okay, so you might pass your initiation trial, but then right after that, you go straight into the psychoanalysis trial, and that's going to catch the Genestealer in you.
Mm-hmm.
So even before you get any type of gene seed, they're going to be like, hey, you're not even human. Yeah. Next question comes from...
Wolf and Dragon.
There you go.
He asks, if Slaanesh is the god of lust and pleasure, then why does Zeech have 1,000 sons? That's a funny one.
I don't know. Next question comes from 1975 Steelers fan. It's been a while since you commented. So what's up, 1975 Steelers fan? I remember you. Could Ferris Madness return as a cyborg? I asked this because somehow the Mechanicus has a body of one of the clones. They do. Ferris Madness has been cloned just like Horus. But what happened with Horus? It was a complete fuck up.
Yeah, all these clones are, they pale in comparison to the actual thing. Think of a copy of a copy. It just loses its authenticity. And
think about Oreo cookies.
I'm thinking.
Now think of yourself going into the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General, picking up chocolate vanilla wafers that are supposed to be your bootleg Oreos. Now take those two Oreo cookies, or the Oreo cookie, and whatever the fuck this is, dump them in milk, 2%, because we're not about that whole life. And then you eat both of them and you'll see the difference. Yeah. Same thing with Ferris Madness and the clone of Ferris Madness.
Dip their clones in milk and...
you'll see that one tastes better.
One gets soggier than the other.
Yeah. One of them dissolves before you even pull it out.
Just like guts and stuff just dripping. Speaking of guts and stuff, I can't even speak. We got booty juice.
Booty juice? What?
Would you rather have nipple-sized dicks or dick-sized nipples?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Asking the real questions here.
Yeah, because like one you can't hide, and the other one...
it's always hidden.
But like you're scared to even bring it out. Is killing yourself an option?
I think I'd go with dick-sized nipples. More sensitivity.
Yeah, but like how are you gonna... like you have to wear a heavy-ass jacket every single day.
Just wear a bra, dude.
Because you're gonna have like something that just hangs down. And it's probably as thick too.
That's weird.
So it's not like, because like most nipples are like the ones that stick out. They're like thin. This is like a girthy nipple, just hanging down.
I think I'd go with that though.
This would be like an udder. You'd have two udders.
I'd be utterly impossible to go outside with that. I'd do that.
I'll do that and then I'll have it surgically removed. Because you can't help the other thing.
I'm sure Slaanesh would approve.
Next question comes from Josh Wall. What does the Imperium do with the Eldar Soul Stones?
Squish them.
Crush them.
Use them as soap.
I'm pretty sure that some of them are hidden away in one of the Inquisition's like many what is it called? Fortress monasteries.
I'm pretty sure they also use them as bargaining chips. It's like, hey, give us all your relics or some shit, and we'll give you your precious souls.
Yeah, because you got to remember that's like holding people hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's like, I think if they also break the soul stone, then the spirit or the soul of that Eldar can get devoured by Slaanesh. Mm-hmm. They don't want that.
Next question.
Justin Rivera. Since there aren't any ethereals within the Farside Enclaves, do you think that the casts are able to interbreed? And if so, what do you think they would look like? So yeah, the Farside Enclaves don't have any ethereals. So I'm not sure if interbreeding goes on, since their old school beliefs still are being followed. So I'm not sure if they do interbreed, and what they would look like. Probably a mix of the two.
Yeah. Pretty simple. Last question. Battle Brother Laverian. What would win between a Dread Knight and an Imperial Knight?
I'm gonna have to go with the.
What's the Dread Knight?
It's the.
Oh, for Grey Knights.
Grey Knights, yeah, the baby carrier looking one.
I'll go with the Grey Knight one.
I'd go with the other knight.
What? You really think a psychically powerful creature could defeat a human?
Piloting, because it's bigger. It's got bigger guns.
Yeah, but it's still just a human. It's a human piloting a mech.
That's right.
Whereas you have a librarian.
A librarian
with the gene
space marine
seed
of the Emperor.
Yeah.
When you put it that way, I still got to go with the Imperial Knight.
But he's being carried like a baby.
Maybe one of these days we'll do a who would win style. Go one-on-one.
Yeah, I would say definitely the Dread Knight. You'll say the Imperial Knight.
I'd go with the Imperial Knight, even though I play Grey Knights.
We'll figure it out in the next episode.
That's right.
Wah. Versus. We should start a series.
Yeah, wall versus.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Those were the questions for this week. Thank you for sending, or for today. Thank you for sending them our way. Happy Halloween to you.
Yeah.
If you celebrate, if you still go trick-or-treating, more power to you.
Let us know what you're dressing up as. Are you going as a Cadian Guard or some like Dark Mechanicus guy?
Mm-hmm. Are you a sexy Nurgling?
Are you Slanesh's girl, boy, because they're hermaphrodites?
Or are you just regularly part of the LGBTQ community? More power to you.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything, guys.
Yeah, thanks for asking those questions. If we didn't get to them today, we'll get to them probably tomorrow or the day before. Keep asking them. We'll get to them. I'm Sound Alchemist.
Gerst 1.
And we are out of here.